Now I just gotta wait for my audio to go off. Oh, I forgot to log into Discord. Now I just gotta wait for... Great. I sound audible. Alright. Let's do this. Everyone... The road to hell is paved with Mega Man Battle Network. All right. Ow. Alright. So, this is the final dungeon. So, the only thing... We're gonna keep going streaming until I beat this damn game, which hopefully is soon, because I did not sleep well last night. I think I got 4 hours of sleep. I'm exhausted. If even. I might have gotten 3. I don't know. I am fucking exhausted. I just want to get through this. This song is a fucking bop, though. But anyway. Excuse me. So, assuming this puzzle doesn't hold us up too much, and it will. Oh my god, this background is gonna give me a fucking seizure. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly. I'm the www Navi, however, I can no longer help with them. Please take this, it should help. You got Ice Block program. You have 7 Ice Blocks. Okay, well now we have 6 Ice Blocks. I don't care about any of these items, I just want to get through as fast as possible. So we're going to use our eyeballs to figure out what we're doing. I don't see any reason to go up there. Yeah, because that doesn't lead anywhere. So these don't matter either. There we go. No, I don't think there's no reason to go there. That doesn't connect to anything. Excuse me. Now this isn't great. This isn't great. We need to figure out whether it's better to go right or left. I don't think it matters. So let's go left. It didn't matter. Perfect. Oh no, it did. And... yeah, it did matter. Yeah, I chose correctly. Okay. So we need to go down now. So, which one of these is the best way to go down? This one doesn't matter, right? Because either way we're going to have to burn 1 block to get down and then another block to get down. So this one doesn't matter. Also, while I'm here, I might as well pick this up. Cool. Weird sound. I can pick up a fire sword. So, for convenience sake, let's grab this one. You know what I saw last night? This was the craziest fucking thing. I heard a weird sound at like 3 in the morning. Look out my window. It was a street sweeper. I didn't even know those actually existed. Not enough ice blocks. Not even close. I can sense the lock program right there. Leave it to us. Yai, what are you doing here? I'll explain later. Glide. To work. Certainly, my lady. The rest is up to you. Thanks, I owe you one. You You did it. Thanks. Yeah, oh, you did. I want to make absolutely sure I remember to unmute it myself. Okay, great. Just helping out a friend. Oh yeah, should I talk to Glide? Be careful. Alright, now I can just log out. One thing I do kind of like about this game is you can just log out whenever the fuck you feel like. The game doesn't care. Mile told me to give this to you. You got roll 3. Don't lose it now. Don't forget that we're helping too. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna take roll 1, I think. No, I have roll 2 also. What should I be getting rid of? Wide sword? Maybe another steel? Maybe a buster sword? Maybe a furter sword? I don't know. Level 3 shockwave. You can only assert max 5 Navi chips. Oh. Okay, what a strange limitation. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna get rid of roll 1 and pick up roll 3. There we go, that seems fair. Alright, let's go. Watch this be the shortest dungeon in the game. It's locked. You notice Jack in port. We'll do it! Okay. Apparently you have to jack in about a million miles away from the door. Boom! 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 You know, I understand that only the, like, 8-year-old is capable of getting through here, but, like, realistically, right? Should we not at least bring a guy with a gun? Password protected. Door will not open without proper authorization. No hint. No hint? Well, let's just try anything. And put the passcode. Sure. 55. Too low. 85. Too high. 75. Too high. 65. 62. 61. Fuck. Second digit is increased. 61 again. 62. 63. 65. 67. Delightful. This is the greatest puzzle of all time. Let's crack. Is there any advantage to cracking this? No, I don't think so. No. So we can leave these 2 doors alone completely. Alright. 50. Too high. 30. Too low. 40. Too low. 45. Too low. 47. Accepted. Okay, need to crack this door now. 50. Wait, what did that say? I kind of smashed through it. Too high. 30. I think that said too low. 40. Too high. 35. Too high. 33. Too high. 32. Too high. 40. Too low. 50. Too low. Second digit failure. 55. Accepted. Done. Moving on. Ah, fuck. Okay. This one goes down. And that leads to a different door. This one goes around. I'm not sure. We'll just have to do we'll just have to pick one. 50. Too high. 30. Too low. Second digit failure. 35. Too low. Second digit failure. 37. Too high. Second digit failure. 36. Thank you. Alright, go over here now. Nailed it. Mega Man, do your stuff. Huh? No good, this passcode is gonna take time. Leave it to me, Snort. Mr. Higsby. Numbers are no problem for Number Man. Analyzing program. Passcode is 9630. Entering passcode. Thanks, Number Man. Lan, get going. I'm gone. Higsby has had a change of heart and is now doing his best to help you, as am I. You know how I joked about this being the shortest dungeon? It kind of is on track to be the shortest dungeon. I was gonna try and get the RA4 demo, but there's a fucking system update which will take hours, so yeah, not happening. Kya. Now welcome, mate, how are you doing tonight? Now I load this into the rocket, and... Report, sir, it seems the intruders are in the lab. Grr, I won't be stopped now. Yahoot, deal with them. As you command, so it shall be done. Just a little more, and the world will be deleted. Kya. Say your prayers, Dr. Hikari. Wipe out the WWW, huh? Lan, do you want to challenge Higgs? Yes! Replaying RE2? Okay. How's that going? Boom! Stolen. Next up. Watch this shit. Roll level 3, roll level 2. It's time to rock and roll. Wait for it. Watch this. And the fight is over. Ooh, I haven't used the electric sword, I think, ever. Boom, electric sword. But you know what? Doesn't matter, because watch this. Buster sword. Buster sword. Is that the part where you briefly play as Sherry and get a keeper clear? Oh, that's a decent way through the game. I think. Probably. It is in the remake. Defeat is a result of lack of skill, not lack of chips, huh? Hell yeah. Alright, I'm done. Let's go. Moving on. Let's go. First off, save the game. Boom. We're like 15 minutes into the stream, and we're already done through like half the dungeon. Great. Atlas selling an SMT-themed tarot deck seems like the wrong Megaman series for a tarot deck. There is a Persona-themed tarot deck. I do want to get it at some point. Alright, ready, set, and go! I need to get into the bottom left corner, I think. Then I need to go up at an angle like that. Like that. No. Basically, I need to go like diagonally in that direction. You know, you would think going diagonal would be easier. Would be easier in a game where you can only hit one of 4 directions and there's no analog stick. Darn, this is a tough program. Let us help you. What? Freud? I've got a lot of making up to do. Iceman. Yes, sir. Thanks, Iceman. Apparently Onimusha was pitched as a Resident Evil spin-off called Sengoku Biohazard. I've actually heard that before. I have not played Onimusha in a very, very long time. I don't even think I have a copy anymore. Let's get Willy. Right on. Good luck. I know that you can do it. Please, save us. Do you want to challenge Freud? Yeah, you know what? Let's beat Freud's ass one last time. Let's show him that the love he has for his family is worthless. Did it! Fuck off! We're gonna beast through this. Mark my words, we will have beaten this game in an hour. Good job. Now do the same to the WWW. It's a skull. It's very ominous. Jack in Megaman.exe transmit. This is the most challenging puzzle to date. Rent my DVD, but one season I have on Blu-ray, because your other ordered it, but she couldn't find the DVD. Anyway, the Blu-ray has the exact same picture quality as DVD. But well, I guess that would make sense if they don't, like, clean it or anything. I don't know what the solution to this is, then. Oh, hold on. I know how to do this. Okay, we go here. Then we exit up. No, but I think this is how we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to exit to the right. This turns it to red. Now it's at blue. Going up makes it red. Now it's blue. Now we're exiting up red. Now we're exiting blue. Yes. Yes. Now we're exiting blue. Going up. Now we're gonna exit blue. Yes. Exit red. Yes. Done. So smart. Seems the only difference is the Blu-ray has more extras besides textless OP and ED trailers for more DVDs. Does it change, like, the aspect ratio or anything? Excuse me. Hold on. Don't forget about us. Dex, leave the hard parts to me and Gutsman. We'll handle this. You sure you can do it? Trust me, you should save your strength for the last battle. Yo, Gutsman. They're both at 4x3. Interesting. Thanks, Gutsman. Yee-haw! Is there a Blu-ray player that doesn't include the DVD codec? Dex, you really came through. Of course, silly, but it's not over yet. You're right, okay, I'm off. But I wonder how you all knew to come here. Nothing beats being Guts. Good luck, Lan. We're all counting on you. Do you want to challenge Dex? Yeah, I'll beat Dex's ass. One last time, so he knows why his mom loves me so much. Finally, we get to use Proto Man. And let's finish it off with the Buster Sword. Let's go, motherfucker! Mega Man! You just got Mega Man. Boom! Enjoy it while you can. You're going down next time. Ha ha! That's what I'm gonna say to your mom. Lan, you've got mail. It's from Dex's mom. Battle ML, the life virus. Did you all see the WWW broadcast? Things are getting sticky. Just like Dex's mom. High five. Woo! I got some info on the life virus for my lab connections. I thought all the net battlers should know about this. Life Virus Ultimate Virus, made up of 4 programs: Fire, Aqua, Electric, and Wood, possessing no elemental weaknesses. No effective combat strategy known, that's what it says. Honestly, I don't know how many net Navi can fight it. I've got some other info here. Apparently, there's evidence that the Life Virus defense program was copied by someone. Something to do with WWW or the Endgame. Who knows? All we can do is practice with our chips and win. Okay, don't forget to save. So I think we hit every element, right? Yeah, there's 2 doors here. Even more securely locked than the other doors so far, and no jack and port. Okay. Oh! Oh! This machine is making a high buzzing sound. So's this one. So's this one. What could be plugged into this huge outlet? This is a comically sized outlet, for the record. The plans for all the WWW plot. All of their schemes are outlined in these documents. The screen is filled with data. It's the master control center for the WWW. Can I just plug into it then? The screen is still the same thing. You're not sure what this machine is for. Nothing good, you assume. A self-portrait of Willie. Hey Lan, check out all the footprints. Hey yeah, let's check around here again. The plans. The board. A plug. Still the plans. A buzzing machine. You notice that the picture swings back. Lan, it's a secret door. Cool, we can jack in here. Jack in, megaman.exe transmit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, holy shit. Fuck nuggets. Alright, I'm going in a circle. Well, that was really clean for a while. Be careful. When you fight the top WWE Navi, your Navi save feature will be disabled. You may want to save here. It's close. It's very close. Is it really? Thank fucking Christ. We're doing it. This is it. This is the end of the game. Weird, I can't use my batteries here. For real? Not after we made it so far. Lan, I'm here, at last. I've learned that my parents' refusal to buy a computer has fucked you. Yeah, of course it has. Because I had to fix some shit on a computer and had no fucking clue what I was doing, and I spent half the time looking up what to do. What'd you have to fix on a computer? Mayo, you too? What's going on here? Roll. Hiya, Meg. Where do you, what are you all doing here? I saw you near the school entrance, and I told everyone, so we all came to help out. Man, I was doing fine by myself. Yeah, right. Is that any way to show gratitude? Really? Roll out. Yep. Roll flash. I am fucking hyper. I am so excited to be almost done with this game that I am just like bouncing off the walls. Thanks, Roll. We did it! You take care of yourself, Mega. What if the entire plot of this was they knew that an 8-year-old was going to come into the building and destroy all of the keys, and they actually needed the programs destroyed, because if you destroy the keys, that's what creates the light virus. Neighbor had deleted something by accident and prevented her PC from updating. A solution was simple. I felt really stupid. Oh. You take care of yourself, Mega. Sure thing. Now, Lan, thank Mile. Nobody asked her to. Mile, what now? Thanks. You really saved me. Thanks to all of you. Oh, Lan. I was so worried. This is technically a character arc. It's not a very well set up one, but it is technically a character arc. Sniff. Sorry, I meant to be cheering you on, not crying. Sniff. Good luck, Lan. Mile. Leave it to me. I'm jacking out. Wait! It was in the recycle bin, but my defense, there was a ton of stuff in there, so all that text blurred together. Sorry to interrupt such a touching scene. I, too, forget about the recycle bin, honestly. But this is as far as I can allow you to go. Who are you? I'm Yahoot, right-hand man to Willie of the WWW. And I'm his navvy, Magic Man. You're a jerk, Magic Man! You finally learned your lesson! And for my next trick... Oh yeah, watch this shit. Trick number 1. Mine. Alright, trick number 2. I'm glad you didn't want me to install Windows on your phone. Like I fucking know how DOS works. A Windows installation is super easy in the modern day. It's mostly just shove a disk in and then punch a code in. Fuck off and die, Umbrella. Here's the magic trick for you. Fucking Proto Man, bitch! Get him, Chod! Chod, 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 Chod. Chod, 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 Chod. We did it. Erg. Yoot. Not you too. Here, use this bit data from the life virus. Phew. Life magic. Huh? Yahoot, I did it. You could say goodbye to megaman.exe. No. Magic Man, look out. Life back. Grr. Too late. Mega. Oh no. Mega Man is dead. I mean, I don't care, but oh no. Lan. Lan. Your father gave me this. Here. It's a new Mega Man. I think the worst part is we were given a computer in like 2006 and had it for a few days. My parents could figure out how to work it, so they sold it. Bat, what's this? Emergency, receiving call. Hello. Lan! Dad, Mega Man's. Dr. Hikari, I'm sorry, I was too late. Lan, listen to me. You could still save Mega Man. But he's not responding. Apply the hub.bat to Mega Man. There may still be time, but before you use the hub.bat, I have something to tell you. It might make it hard for you to use Mega Man, okay? I don't really understand what you mean, but I'll do anything if it might save Mega Man. I mean, really, the world is going to end if we don't save Mega Man. I mean, genuinely, like, we don't have an option. More like couldn't figure out how to work it and decided they didn't really want a PC and then sold it. And then listen, about 10 years ago, oh god, we're getting a backstory. Oh god, I didn't want this. I was working on a new kind of Navi, a kind of Navi that could truly befriend its operator. But a program is only a program. Does this have anything to do with the world-ending threat right now? Do we need to be hearing this right now? Though I could make a Navi follow its operator's orders, I couldn't make one think and act on its own. Lore in this game? What? Yeah, no. This is also, let's be clear, such a very bad time, right? Because we are like minutes away from a world-ending apocalypse war. I couldn't make one think and act on its own, so I started thinking. I also love how instead of just getting to the like bullet points that we need to know of this story, his dad is making the active decision to spin a yarn on this one. Maybe if you had some connection with your Navi, the Navi could respond to your emotions and thereby create its own emotions. So I tried. Looking at human DNA, I came to a conclusion. If I made a Navi with DNA just like its operators, that is so stupid, what you've just said. Its basic values and emotions would be the same. That is so incredibly... Lan's dad, I hate to break it to you, but humans share about 70% of their DNA with bananas. And I think you're gonna have a rough time saying that bananas are capable of the same emotions as humans. Operator and Navi would become a single entity, making an ultimate Navi. This sounds so incredibly stupid. This dude's fucking logic was... This dude was like, you know what? I really want my socket wrench to befriend the user of the socket wrench. If I give it human emotions, it'll be a better socket wrench. Making an ultimate Navi, but it was tough making a program with DNA, I can fucking imagine. I could make about 95% of the program, but no more. I just couldn't figure out that last 5%. Meanwhile, while they're having this, Willy is slowly positioning the Apocalypse rocket. My research came to a sudden stop. It was around then that I had a son. This should have happened. This dialogue should have happened before this scene. Could you imagine if you're in Final Fantasy VII, right, and you see the meteor heading directly for the planet, and then right before talking to Sephiroth, like you just beat Genova, right? You just beat Genova, and right before Sephiroth shows up, Cloud's like, alright, so I have a confession to make, I'm not really a soldier. And then they do that, the flashback right there. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how fucked the pacing would be? It was around then that I had a son, a cute baby boy. We named him Hub. Oh no, but our happiness didn't last long. Is Mega Man an AI version of our dead brother? He had heart trouble and became too weak to live. Oh my god, I think so. So I thought, somehow, I will keep his memory alive. Lan, Hub was your twin brother. You were born from the same egg. Your DNA is identical. I could use Hub's DNA to Oh my god! Holy shit! Mega Man uses the same genome as fucking Lance, brother! I could use Hub's DNA to make a nabby for you. Suddenly I had DNA solution I had been searching for. All it took was one of my son's deaths. Totally worth it. The nabby I made was Megaman.exe. And the results prove that I was right. Megaman.exe is a new generation of Navi. In the future, we are gonna clone people so that they'll have a sibling. Then we'll murder their siblings to steal their genomes to give them better net navies. And if their net navi happens to get deleted in a battle, oopsie, gotta clone a new sibling. My dream, Lan, is so that the world will continue existing. So that I can create a giant clone farm, and everyone in the world will have their net navis befriend them, because it will be powered by the genes and souls of their dead clones. Final Fantasy IV, before fighting Zeramis, the beaten, bloodied, Golbez is like, oh hey, by the way, Cecil, we're brothers. Yeah. As close to you as a brother, but there was a danger. If I made the DNA 100% the same, the Navi's internal and external state might sync with you. So damage to the Navi would damage you too. That doesn't make any fucking sense! That doesn't make any fucking sense! Just because two things have the same DNA doesn't mean hurting one thing hurts the other! In this very backstory, we already established that there's an identical twin that died. If having identical DNA would cause someone to die when the other, like, one twin to die when the other twin died, Lan would already be dead. Unless there's something in the hardware of, like, the navigator thing that they're using. Because, like... Because they jack in, right? They plug in to the system. We know this. They jack into the system. And then the navis just do whatever the fuck they feel like. They're not controlled by their users, right? So they function independently as like programs inside the machine. So there is no viable reason in this game's universe in which damaging a Navi could damage a person. There is no... Unless DNA is magic in this universe, this sentence makes no sense. I know another Capcom game where the main character has their dead twin with them the whole game. I don't even know what this is. So I changed megaman.exe's DNA by 0.001%. Okay. If you use hub.bat, that 0.001% will disappear. You mean Mega Man will be born again as my twin? I hate this. Correct. Excuse me. I was always sending Mega Man into such dangerous places. Did Mega Man, I mean Hub, know the truth? No! Are you... No! No, can we stop calling him a Hub? It's Mega Man. I asked Hub to keep it a secret. If you knew the truth, you'd be too scared to use him. And a Navi that you can't use isn't a good Navi. So, what will you do? I'll let you decide. But Hub, I'll lose Mega Man. Remember, if your DNA is 100% the same, you will be affected. This is... I hate this. Whatever affects your Navi. And the reverse is true too. Lan, if you truly think you can beat the WWW, I think Hub will sense that, and he'll come back to help. For the record, I've been very negative about this game. There is no game where I would let this slide. There is no game where I would let this conversation just go through unabated. Alyssa has a split personality, Bates is Spherical Pillar personality, voiced by the Scream Phone voice Roger Jackson. Okay, I'll use hub.bat. Lan, you're doing the right thing. My horrible clone dystopia can't exist during an apocalypse, after all. Applying hub.bat to megaman.exe. Hub, come fight by my side. No reply. Anyway, the twist of Liz says the daughter of the villain and Bates is her twin brother who died and their soul possessed her. Ghosthead sucks, by the way. So what you're saying is this plot can't work because it's stupid, and everything that's ever tried it is dumb. Lan, Hub, it's me, Lan. Wake up. Lan, ugh. What happened to me? Hub, it's you. Lan, you called me. Hub? Hub, I've told Lan everything. We used hub.bat to bring you back. Dad, I say, God, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. That light means your program is being rewritten. This is the closest. This is the closest favorite search has ever gotten to a 1 out of 10. When the light goes down, your power should be increased. Yeah, I can feel the energy inside me. Lan, I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. Hub, I'm sorry for ordering you around all these years. No problem. I always regretted not being able to be with you in the real world, but being able to... I regretted dying. As most people who die do. But being unable to watch you grow from inside here made me happy. Hub, so, how do I operate you now, I wonder? Just be yourself, and I'll be myself. Mega Man! Let's hurry, Lan. I'm counting on you. Right, okay, let's go, Mega Man. Right on. Mega Man, I'm so glad to see you safe. Call me Hub now, apparently. Huff. No need for thanks. I'm just keeping you around for entertainment value. Oh, I still can't save. Good luck, Lan. I know you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. You again? Why are you always in my way? Lan, do you want to challenge Chad, even though we can't save? Yes. You want to see how the pros do it, huh? Proto Man, you called. Could you fucking imagine if Mega Man gets deleted now? So in this game, Mega Man isn't Mega Man. Why does Mega Man fan John like this game? In John's defense, he said to play the second one. The criteria, it almost never comes up for the record, but the criteria for a 1 out of 10 is the game has to be traumatic and has to damage my view of a genre. Or, at the very least, a property. This is the closest a favorite search has ever gotten to a 1. I don't think it's gonna get there, but it is fucking close. I genuinely, I don't think I'll ever play another Mega Man game. A Navi using genetic algorithms based on that of its owner. You know, Kingdom Hearts is Numera fanfiction? Sure. Ha! Yeah. Once I press this button, bye-bye world! Did he make a... What is that? Did he make a black hole? Dr. Hikari may have kicked me out of his little lab, but now I get my revenge. Wait, Willie. Aha! Hikari's little boy, Lan, I presume. Leave it to Hikari to bother me to the very end. The end game is revenge against my family? What? Shall I tell you? Actually, yes. 30 years ago... Why are we getting all of the backstory for the game at the ending scene? Right? Why was this... The entire game was just go from point A, point B, talk to random fucking person. And then the entire lore and story of the game is backloaded in the last, like, hour? Who makes a video game like this? Who tells a story like this? What the fuck? Like, could you imagine? I can't fathom, like, an analogy for how fucking bad this is. So this game, essentially what happens when a kid who really likes Digimon and Mega Man writes self-insert Mega Man fanfiction, where Mega Man is his Digimon, and Den Mega Man is actually my brother. I don't think you're terribly off. For the record, I have watched the anime for this. The anime is like, I mean, it's a solid watch. It's not terrible. It is not terrible. The like, for a kid's show, it's passable, right? And it is nowhere near this fucking stupid. 30 years ago, 2 famous scientists competed to be the best. Me and your grandfather, Dr. Hikari. I made robots, and Hikari specialized in networks. Oh, yeah, that's right, the whole plot of, like, Mega Man Battle Network was, it's like an alternate timeline, where instead of making, murder robots, they made murder computer programs. Why not both, is what I say. We were both lost in our research. Then one day, in order to win an international competition, our fucking world has science competition. Our country had to pick one of our projects to fund. Oh, okay, you know what? I'll pass that. Alright, I'm being a little negative there. You know what? That sounds like you present a bunch of conferences and then a company, like, picks who to fund. There you go. After a long debate, they canceled my robot research. I couldn't believe it. My research was vital. Vital. Why didn't you just pitch it to a different company? I had no place to turn to. Just pitch it to a different company. And so I left the lab. You could have stayed at the lab and pitched a different company. That's why I'm mad. If it wasn't for Dr. Hikari, so I made the WWW to get back. I'm sorry. So this is all because of, like, Lan's grandpa. But, like, have we seen Lan's grandpa at all? Like, he's not a relevant character, and is he dead or something? Is Willie's plan I'm gonna blow up the world because I didn't get a fucking research... a research project off the ground like 30 years ago? And I'm gonna blow up the world even though I'm assuming Lan's grandpa is dead? So I made the WWW to get back at him. He made this world what it is, and now I'll destroy it. But he didn't cancel your research. It's not his fault. Haha! That's what he said too! You'll never understand how I feel. Never. Enough talking. This. I'm willing to forgive really dumb villain motivation. Because the thing is, like, in order to be a world-ending villain, in fact, 90% of the time, in order for a character to be a villain, there has to be a level of irrationality to their goals. So I'm okay with Willie's goals being fucking stupid. Like, I'm okay with this just being just nonsense. But I'm also gonna point it out. And I'm also gonna say that, like, there's a sweet spot for, like, villainous motivations, where you want it to be realistic, but you don't want it to be too realistic. And so, like, Willie is, like, the polar opposite of, like, Adachi, right? Where, like, Willie's motivation is so fucking crazy and asinine, it could basically never exist in real life. Whereas Adachi's motivation is, like, it's too real, and both of them swing so far in either direction that, they're boring. That it's boring, right? This is so fucking batshit that it's not satisfying. Much the same way that Adachi's motivation is too realistic and not interesting, right? Like, you want to hit the middle spot where it's enough to draw in the audience's attention, but, like, not so, like they have to be able to take your villain seriously. That's the key point of it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough talking. World, prepare for deletion. No! Haha! Never. Not if Mega Man and I can help it. Jack in, megaman.exe transmit. Oh, I have to do a dungeon? Do I have to do a dungeon, or do I just get a boss fight? Boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. Boss fight. Who makes the walk to the final... Who makes the walk to their final boss a twisty, twirly path? Why is it not just straight? Lan, the life virus. If we can delete it, the WWW's plans will be foiled. This is it, our ultimate virus basting. Battle, routine, set, execute. Alright, I'm gonna open up with a nice steal. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Alright, let's go with some shockwave. Okay, he can take damage. And you know what they say? If it bleeds, we can kill him. You want to talk about weird villain motivation? Wendy from Rule of Rose, she was motivated to torment her friend all because she found a dog, and Wendy thought Jennifer loved the dog more than her, but the justification is that Wendy is like 12. I will also say that the ending cutscene of Rule of Rose reveals a hilarious fact, which is that Jennifer? It was Jennifer? Yeah, Jennifer did love the dog more than her, and the promise was to the dog. Which is the greatest plot twist in history. But none of it mattered because Wendy ended up dying anyway, right? Then I think she got killed by, like, Dogman. Like, the only characters, I think, that survive the end of that game are, like, Jennifer and Brown. And I assume Brown is probably dead, because 90% of the game takes place in a flashback. So he probably, like, died of dog-related injuries. Brown is not dead. He appears at the end. This is like... Unfortunately, I'm like overloaded on Buster Swords. Yeah, I'm overloaded on Buster Swords, but I can't get into sword range. Brown is killed as a puppy. When does that come up? Oh, hold on. I'll go Proto Man. I need to burn through my Buster Swords. Then Proto Man. What? Did he just tank through Proto Man, or can Proto Man not hurt him? God, I have so many fucking swords right now. Ooh, I didn't know that would hit. If I can take down this, I might be able to get a steal going. Nope. Fuck. Alright, let's go Shockwave, Shockwave. Wait, can you run out of cards? Yeah, you can run out of cards in this game. Okay, I never knew that. It's literally never come up. I didn't realize it was limited. I thought they just like cycled. I didn't realize you could run out. Yeah, wow. For starters, there's a bloody bag you see at the beginning of the game. The kids are beating it in the intro. And the second to last chapter request for the gift is Brown is when you show up, it's a bloody bag, and they tell you he's in the bag, and it's too late. And as you said, the events of Ruler Rose you play then didn't happen. Brown is killed as a puppy in the past. No, but you see Brown get out of the bag. Like, there's no reason to believe that Brown died in the bag. Especially because Jennifer is conflating past memories while recreating the memories that existed. Right? So, Brown would be the only thing she would be inserting into the scenario. I guess, and the monsters, but we can pretty safely ignore those as, like, metaphors. Yeah, no, I'm not subscribing to that logic. That doesn't track. I don't care what the fucking wiki says. The game doesn't say he's dead. I don't think there's any credible reason to believe that he's dead. Because doesn't... Is it Brown? I think Brown's the one that brings you the fucking gun at the end, right? Something like that. He does something in the final boss which wouldn't make sense if he was dead. Like, Brown cannot be dead. Is it Wendy that brings you the gun? Something happens with Brown at the end of the game that, like, disproves the Brown being dead theory. Brown shows up during the final boss. Yeah, see, there you go. Which would have happened after the bag incident. My life virus. What have you done? My baby! My WWW. No. The wiki does say that he's dead. I don't give a fuck what the wiki's wrong. There's no reason to believe... You have not told me one fucking reason why he would be dead in the bag, and then the rest of the game just keeps happening as if he, like, the fucking turned into an adult dog out of nowhere. That makes no fucking sense. You have no argument for him being dead, whereas my argument for him being alive is the entire fucking game he's alive. Yes, but you're not basing your argument on anything. Your argument is fucking trust me. My baby, my WWW. No! Okay, well, if you want to just be like, oh, the whole game's not real, then how do you know your fucking bloody bag was real? Maybe that shit was made up. Like, what are you talking about? How do you know any of it happened? That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous argument. My baby! My WWW! No! Warning. Warning. Virus leak. All systems malfunctioning. Self-destruct sequence activated. Uh-oh. But my precious WWW laboratory. Let's get out of here, Mega Man. Jack out. Roger. Lan! Lan, are you okay? Hey, guys. And the life virus? History. Yippee! I'm saying the events of Jennifer on the airship with Brown fighting monsters and shit isn't real. No, but they're used to metaphorically describe events that happened in the airship while conflating them with the airship trauma. Right? Which means that Brown was there for the orphanage events. Unless you're gonna say that literally nothing that happens in the airship actually happened, which is fucking ridiculous. Yippee! Where's everyone else? They got away to safety. Great, now let's scram. Jennifer was on an airship. I know that. That's not relevant. That's not a counterpoint. WWW. Forever. And so, good job, Lan and Hub. I mean, Mega Man. Oh, I'm so glad the two of you are okay. Sorry, Mom. Well, I never thought raising two boys was gonna be easy. You didn't raise Mega Man. What are you talking about? Isn't that right, honey? They couldn't have done it without you. Thanks. They couldn't have done it without us, you mean. Honey. Honey. Yeah, your mom and dad sure get along well, Lan. I know, it's really embarrassing. Maybe we could learn from them. Huh? What are you talking about? We're just friends. Land, land, land. He really is dense, isn't he? That's right, Roll. You said it, Meg. Is fucking Roll the dead sister of, Mile? Look, even Roll and Mega Man are in the mood. Oh my god. This is a kid's game. I've had it with you, Lan, after I was so nice. I shouldn't have rescued you after all. Huh? I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Whistle. Yowzus! Woo woo! Mile and Lan up in a tree. When I said the game isn't real, like I said, it's not as it is. What? Mylan, huh? Mile, are you? Do you? Isn't it obvious? It's not as you play. Obviously, it's not as you play it. That doesn't prove Brown's dead. You don't have evidence that Brown is dead. You have zero evidence. You are basing this on Brown being in a bag, which you then see Brown get removed from the bag. Right? Like, you do not have evidence to support Brown is dead. There is no scene where Brown is dead in the game. No one says Brown is dead in the game. After, like, post-bag incident, you are not basing this on anything. You are literally making this up. Isn't it obvious? Really? Yeah, but I... Don't deny it, Lan. Grr. That's it. This conversation is over. Just thanks for rescuing me, you two. Dex always pays his debts. Don't mention it. Thanks, Dex. You're a true friend. Fine. Fuck you. After I play RE4, I'll play Rule of Rose and prove you wrong, son of a bitch. If you can actually provide me evidence in-game that they say that the dog is dead post-bag removal, which you can't, I will concede the point. But you can't, because they don't. Thanks, Dex. You're a true friend. That's right. You need a little more practice, though, Dex. What was that? Me? Practice? Why, you? Well now, aren't we all the happy bunch now? Chad, thanks. You really helped out, too. No need to thank me. In fact, you made me look pretty bad. Because you did all the work. That is accurate. Grumpy as ever, I see. But I couldn't have stopped the WWW if you hadn't helped. Thank you. Yeah, well, thanks accepted this time. But next time something happens, you leave the fighting up to me and Proto Man. Hey, we'll be right by your side, right, Mega Man? Ah, sorry. I mean, if you still want to, hub. Mega Man's the name, and I'm with you all the way. Oh, excuse me. As a team, Lan, we're unstoppable. Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Just one thing. From now on, you're getting up yourself in the morning. Got it? What? Really? Aww. Ha 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 ha. Awooga! Awooga! What the fuck? What? There can't be a crook here now. The alarm system must be buggy again. Darn old thing. Awooga! Lan, we've got a job to do. Right on, let's go. Jack in, megaman.exe. Transmit! Yo, this theme fucking rocks, by the way. Can we talk about this? Let's talk about good things in this game. I like the ability to jack out whenever I want, and the soundtrack is fucking stellar. Let's talk about what I don't like about this game. Literally goddamn everything else. I hate the level design. I hate how zoomed in the camera is, because it's these large, like, labyrinthine, like, mazes that you have to, like, navigate, right? But the camera is so zoomed in on Mega Man that you can never see where you're going. And we had to, like, turn off random encounters, which is, like, a big part of the level structure, because they happen so frequently, and you're gonna constantly get lost in these, like, gigantic mazes, some of which, like, expect you to solve puzzles as you're going, that it turns the, like, act of going through a dungeon into this, like, whole fucking production. Like, it'll take hours to get through, like, a dungeon that's only, like, theoretically, your entrance and your exit are, like, 5 feet away from each other. It's, like, super irritating. Like, even if you, like, look at this, like, zoomed-in entrance right here, like, a good fourth of the screen is taken up just by, like, the block. Navigating the city fucking sucks. The game does a terrible job of directing you where to go, especially in, like, city life. Like, inside of, like, the net, it's more okay, because it's usually more linear, but, like, so case in point, right, you remember when we got the email to go talk to Chad, and we go to the lobby to go talk to Chad, and he's just not fucking there. He's just not there, right? So I went around for hours trying to fucking search for this man, and it turns out we had to talk to a scientist not related to Chad from, like, 30 feet away from where he said he would actually meet up. Like, almost, like, near the exit, right? Only to be directed to a completely different location. 14 hours, 16 minutes. Yeah, that was about par for what we said. Level man, level 90. That was completely legitimate. Anyway, yeah, so, like, the big issue, like, a consistent issue, other than I hate the level design, I hate the puzzles, I hate the encounters, is that the game will not fucking tell me where to go. Like, and when it does tell me where to go, it's goddamn wrong. It's, like, so frustrating. It's so inscrutable. Like, I compared it several times to, like, this is the kind of game that you just give to your kids so they'll shut up for a few hours. Like, it feels like a game designed to waste your time. Like designed to waste your time. Like, I don't think it's, like, incidentally wasting my time. I think it is intentionally wasting it. It's specifically to, you know, keep the kids quiet, right? If they can't beat the game in 3 hours, they'll be shut up for 14 hours. I do think that's the idea behind this. I think this game may actually be intentionally bad. I hate the combat system. I liked it a bit at first, but especially with a non-upgraded blaster, you're only doing, like, 1 damage at a time. You have to cycle through the chips. You have to have 30 chips, which was more of an issue at the beginning, but when you start getting more chips, this is less of a problem. But, like, I don't know, like, the way the folders are organized is kind of awkward. I hate the, like, lettering system for, like, chaining your chips together. So, like, basically you have to, like, wait for turns in order to pull your chips out. It's very awkwardly implemented. Like, the like, A's go with A's, B's go with B's, and then you can use the same ability, but, like, you can't log that ability at the same time you log another ability. Like, I think there's probably some nuance in there, because I think you can link, like, an A ability to an A ability if they're 2 different abilities, and then you can link the abilities that are linked to the central, like you could have 2 A abilities that are different abilities, and then I think you can link the same ability together, and then I think you can so that you could have, like, 2 different abilities, or you might even be able to, like, chain it like that by going, like, A, B, C, D across the ability line. So there's probably some nuance there. The big issue is that it fucking sucks, and I hate doing it, and it's just annoying, because what usually ends up happening is you're not going to have a perfect A, B, C, D line, right? Realistically, this isn't going to happen to you. What's going to happen to you, realistically, while doing this, is you're going to need to what you're going to do is you're going to have unability logged, and if you have duplicates, great. If you don't, you're fucked, right? But you're going to have unability logged, and then you have to wait for your bar to fill up before you can swap abilities, because your little pea shooter isn't going to take down the enemies. It might work at the beginning of the game when enemies have 30 health, but, like, the final boss had, like, what was that, like 1,000 or something hit points? You're not going to press the button 1,000 times, dodging all of the attacks and going through these, like, stupid, like, level block structures. The combat system is fucking frustrating and is designed around the concept of wasting your goddamn time. Everything about this game feels like it is made to waste my time. I hate it. I hate it. And, like, the story is so awkwardly told, right? Because mostly it's just a bunch of, like, episodic bullshit, but it's like, get the Supreme programs, and then they get the Supreme programs and make the life virus. But, like, the Supreme programs could be anything. Any of these plots could be anything. None of them are, like, particularly well established, and I don't think we even know about the life virus, like, fully know about it until the very end of the game. So all of this could have been leading up to nothing. All of the dungeons are arbitrary. They didn't need to be that, right? I don't fully know what the traffic incident thing was. I'm not sure if anything was achieved by that. So it comes out like a monster of the week kind of show, but like in video game form. And this feels like I reached the end of season 1, and it's like, now you want to get on to season 2, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to get on to season 2. And it like front loads all of the development. Like, there's no story other than like WWW wants to destroy the world, and then it like front loads all of the character development, which is I think like one arc briefly with Lan, right? And all of the like plot developments are like front loaded in like the last 20 minutes of the game. Like, the story is like terribly handled, and the actual plot line is just like, I got passed over for a research project and I'm very mad, so I'm going to blow up the planet, was the main villain's objective. That was his objective. That's what this man wanted to do. He wanted to blow up the planet because he got passed over by a research program. He was like, I left my old science team and dedicated myself to world destruction. All because your grandfather like ended up getting the research project like 30 years ago, which, let's take this back. The grandfather is not a character in this game. The like central linchpin for the villain's main issue with you, the main cause of the conflict of this game, is caused by a character who isn't even in the game. I don't even think there's a picture of this man in the game. And that's ignoring the Mega Man is based off of the DNA of Lan's dead twin brother he didn't even know about. I'm not even going to criticize that plotline. You know why I'm not going to criticize that plotline? Because I just said it out loud, and you don't need a criticism for that, right? There's nothing I can say that should hit you as hard as Mega Man is based off of the DNA of Lan's dead twin brother he didn't know about. That is a thing that this game tells you. That is in this game. These are the two linchpins of what the story is about, and you were told in the last 30 minutes of this game, and that is what this game is about. Also, I think we didn't kill Yahoot. Now that I think about it, I think Yahoot survived this game. So I don't think it resolved all of its plot lines, which I think is even more of a kick in the pants. Because Yahoot got infected with the life virus at the end of the game and turned into, like, Magic Life Man. And then Magic Life Man killed Mega Man, and then I think he just fucking jetted, right? So isn't Magic Life Man out there somewhere? This game is terrible and I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate the dialogue. I hate the characters. I hate the story. I hate the combat. I hate the level design. I think I might hate Mega Man. Now, I might hate Mega Man. This game has ruined Mega Man for me. This is awful. This was a terrible experience. This is like my least favorite viewer request. This is my least favorite favorite search game. The only game I think, realistically, I mean, we'll go through the list. I could be wrong. The only game I could see going lower than this is like Dark Souls 3. Like, Dark Souls 3 is worse than this, because I really hate Dark Souls 3, but like, oh my fucking god, this was awful. This was terrible. Let's keep in mind that I was managing to suffer through the Digimon game. I was managing to suffer through fucking, I managed to suffer through, like, Fist of the North Star. I got through DDS1, right? This is the game that killed viewer requests. This is the game where I was like, I'm fucking... Like, if you remember some of the viewer requests in the past, I had to get, like, fucking drunk to get through them. This is... I hate this. Like, it's not, like... Theoretically, I should not hate this game to this degree, right? Because, like, I think I was more miserable playing Digimon than I was with this. And Bloodborne. Like, I think those games made me more miserable, but the thing is, like, with Digimon, and with Bloodborne and like games like that, I can appreciate what they were doing, right? I can look at it and be like, I think they botched all of their execution in the world, but at the very least, I appreciate what was being attempted here. I don't even appreciate what was being attempted here. I don't even think in concept this works, right? Like, the idea of, like, Net and Bavies battling each other would be fine, right? Like I said, I think the anime is okay. But, like, what is here? Like, this script, if I were to fix this game, the entire script needs to go. Like, I'm not sure I've ever played a video game where my fix to the game would be I would change everything about the game. I hate this game. Ah. Only explanation provided you is something I'll remember hearing once. I'll try to look for it. The entire game is a dream of Jennifer sleeps on the bus. I'm aware that the game is a dream, but that doesn't prove that Brown died. Like, because if that is the case, and we're going with it's just a dream, then you could use the same logic to apply to literally every event in the game. Like, you don't know if the airship thing happened, you don't know if Jennifer ever went to the orphanage. She could just be a chick on a bus, is what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna apply that logic to the Brown thing, you have to apply it... You can easily sweep away everything that happens in the entire game, right? And if you want to, like, boil down the game to, it's a woman sleeping on the bus and that's the only thing that happens and everything else is contained inside the dream, that's fine. But it's a very poor argument. Like, it's a very weak argument. Don't know, it looks like people say the anime sucks too. Oh, it probably does. I watched it when I was like 8. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. I remember enjoying it as like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing. Like, I watched it at like 4 Kids or something. It's probably terrible, I'm sure. The game is heavily inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and Alice was asleep throughout the whole story. That's fair. That is fair, but... I do not get the feeling that the intention is that literally nothing happened in the game. Like, that's not the vibe I get. I mean, you can make a judgment. Like, if you want to believe that, that is, like, because you are right? The whole Rule of Rose isn't a dream. So there is an argument to be made that the entirety of Rule of Rose is bullshit, and it was just a dream a chick had on a bus. There is an argument, and I can't dispute that. I have no argument against that. That might be accurate. It's just like vibes and assumptions at that point. And, you know, that's fair. But... no, yeah, we're definitely not getting anywhere. I'll say that. So I can support that. Let's see. You'll love Season 2. Give it a chance. It gets better after a few seasons. That is actually what I have heard about this franchise, by the way, is that it's like, it gets good at Game 2, it gets good at Game 3. I'm not... Ooh, that's a fucking spoiler. Ooh, don't be looking at that. Yeah, we're not going on to Season 2. It's never gonna happen. I think his grandfather's supposed to be Dr. Light. Oh, his grandfather is almost certainly Dr. Light. Because I think his grandfather actually is Dr. Light. Because what I understand, it was like like Dr. Light decided to get really into the internet instead of like robots in this. Alright. Let's place this. One, I'm bad at expressing things in writing, so drop that. You made me angry, so that proves I'm not a parasocial loser. Get fucked rest of Twitchbots. Well, we debate quite often, so... alright, let's be realistic. I did not need to get drunk to beat this game like I did anything lower than this. However, This is not based on how... This is based on pure emotion. Pure fucking emotion. And I hate this game so much more than every other game I just highlighted. I hate it more than Lost Paradise, hate it more than Bioshock, Parasite Eve, Roll Rose, fucking Arena Ultimax, Bard's Tale, hate it more than Chain of Memories. I don't hate it more than Dark Souls 3. I don't think that's possible. But fuck this game. Fuck Mega Man Battle Network. We're done with Mega Man Battle Network. Every part of this was painful. Holy shit. Okay, let's pull up. Oh yeah, 85. I've been saying the whole game it was probably getting an 85. I don't think this is surprising. We can close this. Great soundtrack, though. Great soundtrack. Let's pull up Discord right now. Let's go over to the queue. We haven't done this in forever. The only stream where the streamer and mod college other cocksmoker. That is absolutely not true, but... I will say this. I have seen... what I will say is that, from what I have seen of other streamers, the more disagreements the streamer has with their mod, provided the mod isn't going on like a whole like huge power trip kind of thing, usually the better the stream is, right? Because then you got a friendly atmosphere going on there. Alright, Mega Man Battle Network, we're done with you. You can piss the fuck off. It was terrible, and I hated it. Assassin's Creed is the next game. And then I think the final viewer request is Raiju Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army, which it can't possibly be worse. It can't possibly be worse, is the thing about it, so... So yeah, Assassin's Creed is, because everyone knows, right? Everyone knows, I say this all the time, that, like, the favorite, like, in 2013, I made a favorites list of my, like, 10 favorite games with, like, rules that do not currently apply to the list. Raju's only issue is, the encounter rate is pretty high. I'm a little skeptical about the combat, but I guess we'll see. I'm not going to judge it. Like I always say, everything's a 5 until I experience it. So I'm going to go in with an open mind. And who knows? Maybe it'll be my favorite Mega 10 game, right? I don't fucking know. But yeah, 2013 favorite list was but for some reason Pokemon wasn't allowed because Pokemon is for kids. I was a child when I made this list, so my opinions were not valid. I was too young to consider the current me would not consider 2013 me to have been allowed an opinion. But yeah, so like Pokemon was for kids. I can't keep Pokemon in the list was one of the rules. And I also had a rule that 2 games in the same franchise can't appear in the top 10 list, except for Metal Gear. Except for Metal Gear. Metal Gear was the exception. This whole list was fucking stupid. That would just a reminder why favorite search exists is because I found a piece of paper in like 2019 that contained this list, and I was like, well, this is fucking dumb. Raju's also nice and short, at least 20 hours. Not like I'm asking you to play fucking P5 Royal. P5 Royal will happen at some point, because I did say if Golden was ever released on Steam, I would play Golden. And if I'm gonna play Golden, like, because Golden's on Steam, P3P is on Steam, Royal's on Steam, if I'm gonna play Golden, I might as well redo all of my trilogy. P3P's ranking is gonna fucking tank. I think when we actually put it in the favorites list, I don't know what I'm gonna do with Royal and Golden. I don't know if I'm gonna consider that their own game, because the only thing I feel awkward about is that Royal is gonna hit top 10, and I don't like the idea of Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal being top 10, because one of them's really just an expanded version of the game. So I would be okay with P5 Royal overwriting Persona 5. I'm fine with that happening. And I would be okay with Golden overwriting original Persona 4. But I'm not comfortable with P3P overwriting FES. Because P3P is not FES. P3P is too different from FES. And especially because we're going to be going with FemC for a P3P playthrough. So... like, so maybe I'll do what I would do with, like, Resident Evil, where maybe I'll allow Golden to overwrite 4, and I'll allow Royal to overwrite 5. But for P3P, I'll separate the entries. That seems fair to me, right? If I was asking you to play P5 Royal, I'd give a major, but you have to wear the SMT4 costume the whole game on every character, and you can only use demons from SMT4. P3P is the worst play to P3. If we're being real, Royal could have been like a huge update file. It could not have been, actually. One of the fundamental differences in Royal is that it changed the character models from the original PS3 models to the dancing models. Like, so, like the Royal remake is actually more in-depth than people... like, the amount of changes they made to it are actually more involved than most people would assume by looking at it. But I already own a copy of Royal, so, like, I think I would let... I would... well, I bought Royal at launch, but I'm a huge P5 fan. I think I would let Royal override P5, because that seems fair to me. And I think it would let Golden override P4. But, like, P3P is not FES. It just is not FES. And also a large reason I enjoyed FES so much, like, the main reason FES has that 29th spot is because I liked the answer so much. I wasn't super keen on, like, non-answer Persona 3. Like, I enjoyed it a lot more than like, P4 for sure. But I'm not a huge Persona 3 story fan, if I'm being honest. Like, I loved Answer, which is why FES has such a high ranking. Like, every time I compare everything, I always, like, say to myself, okay, but is it better than Answer? And a lot of things are not better than Answer. Like, because I am the only person in the world that loves Answer this much. But there's no Answer in P3P. So, like, unless those FemC social links are, like, mwah, top tier. Unless I really, really enjoy dating a little boy, I can't, like, P3P, I can't imagine going nearly as high as FES on this scoreboard. Like, anywhere near this high. Unless you play FemC, I may or may not skip out on P3P to save my soul, because then I can shit on FemC. I'll definitely, because, so... I'm not going to show this. I'm not going to... you know what? I can show... this is a concept that's being thrown around. None of this is canon. None of this is canon. But the idea would be Golden, P3 Portable, and then Royal. Like, way later down the line. Like, after the conclusion of Season 1, these games are in a, like, pseudo... might happen docket, because I did say I would do Golden. So these are logged up for, like, Season 2 as definite probabilities of games that are going to happen. All of this is completely invalid, by the way, because most of this has been rewritten and is now just incorporated into the actual queue. So I guess it's not harmful that I show that information, but... but yeah, I would definitely do P3P, and if we're gonna do P3P and we're gonna redo P4, we're gonna make the choices that we didn't make in the original playthroughs. So, like, I joined, I want to say the basketball team or something, or no, like I think I joined, like, the basketball team in P4, and I know I joined the drama club because Yumi was my girlfriend, right? So in P4. I think we'll join the other team, which I think is soccer. I think we'll join the soccer team. And not that I think that one makes too much of a difference. And we'll join the music club, because I don't know shit about music club girls. So we're going to make the choices we didn't make in the original playthrough. And because P3P has FemC, we're going to go FemC. We're going to try and do all the social links for P3P. So get ready to date a little boy, because I'm going to do it. I'll fucking do it, is the thing, alright? I will date that child, so... when I played P4, I dated Marie because I wanted to do the new content. Music Club Girl sucks. She's a loli. That's about it. Not a great recommendation. I know she's more popular than Yumi. I really liked Yumi. Yumi's like one of my favorite characters in that game. It's gonna be a little disappointing to not hang out with Yumi this time, but yeah, I'll also gonna do the same order as we did the original playthrough, which does not make any fucking sense, right? So we're gonna start with Golden, then we're going P3P, then we'll end with Royal. I know Fither likes her because, and I quote, we are literally the same. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, anyway, yeah, I went on a huge tangent about replaying Persona. Yeah, the crux of it is only one game per franchise. I fucking loved Assassin's Creed Revelations. I like super loved that game, right? So the idea with favorite search is now this stream didn't last nearly as long as I was expecting it to. I think we're only we're barely an hour into the stream. So this has turned into just chatting is what this is. This has become a chatting stream for for a few minutes. But yeah, I wanted to play all of the major like main series titles from everything that was on this list and everything across the list to not only just like find out if these games would like hold up to like scrutiny over time as like a replay, but also to like find out like what is the best game in the series, right? So like the idea would be like we're going into Oblivion. Is this the best Elder Scrolls? And we're not playing any of the Elder Scrolls other than Oblivion. We're not playing any of the others. I replayed Morrowind recently. Excuse me. It's definitely not one of my favorite games of all time. And we're not doing Skyrim, and we are most certainly not doing Arena or Daggerfall or Redguard or any of that shit. So you can throw that idea out of the window, but, and we already played the BioShock entry, is the thing. Like, we already did BioShock. As for, like, major God of War releases, the concept for, fuck Fither is short as shit, he wasn't kidding. How tall is Fither? But yeah, like the major God of War releases, I consider us to have actually accomplished this. Like, I would consider God of War releases 1, 2, 3 because they're like the numbered titles. So we're not going into like the Norse saga. I don't care about the Norse saga. I don't actually really like Norse mythology all that much, which is another big dissuasion for me. So I consider us to have done that already. Well, if he's as tall as Music Club Girl Ayane, how tall is she? Kingdom Hearts is also a one we've technically done. That means he's 4'6". Yeah, he's got to be taller than 4'6". But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is one that we've also done technically because we've done Kingdom Hearts 2. But like later down the line, I would like to do the complete Kingdom Hearts series up to 3. I don't have a way to play PS4 games. It's a big problem with this. BioShock we've done. I wouldn't mind going on to BioShock 2 and Infinite. Later down the line. I like BioShock 2 is one of those games I have in my back pocket for like Horror Month, and now that Horror Month is dead, I could see BioShock 2 happening. I could just see it happening, right? Revelations. A thing I might do with Revelations, which has definitely been added to the queue right now, is I wouldn't mind going into Assassin's Creed 3, but that's like the end of the Desmond saga, so like I can't see us going past Assassin's Creed 3. I know there's like Black Flag and Rogue and all that shit, and I own all of these games for the record. I own like every Assassin's Creed except for Valhalla, but I'll probably play anything post 3 in my own time. I have trouble making it through Black Flag. Honestly, I find Black Flag to be a real rough playthrough. I'm not a big pirate person. and I don't like it, and I don't care, and like it's kind of like the Adventures Endgame problem with me for Black Flag, because like once the Desmond saga and the Exploding Sun issue is solved, it kind of feels like they like drop off the modern era, and that was a major draw for me with Revelations, and I just don't care anymore. The problem is I stopped caring after a while. I'd rather listen to the band Flag. No More Heroes, we've mostly done. There's essentially 2 more No More Heroes entries we could do. I have them on Switch, though. I could rebuy them. I probably won't rebuy them, though. But if I do get, like, an Elgato or something later down the line, we should be able to stream. We can't stream off Switch, because I realized my Switch stand doesn't work. I tried to, I think, play, like, 3 Houses or something on like my TV, and I realized I couldn't. So I think that's wrong. I actually think I can't stream off Switch. But I should be able to buy No More Heroes is on Switch. No, I mean like they released the games on Steam is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like I own them on Switch, so I probably will not be buying them. Oh, No More Heroes is on... I don't know if the first 2 are on Switch. I don't know if No More Heroes 1 or 2 is on Switch. I do know they're on Steam. And also, No More Heroes 1 is on PlayStation 3, of all fucking consoles. I assume they have been ported. I would almost be surprised if they weren't. But I already streamed them, so we don't need to concern ourselves with that. So yeah, I wouldn't mind going into No More Heroes 3 at some point. Like, I could see that happening. Metal Gear, we're done. We're done with. The only other mainline Metal Gear title is Phantom Pain, and that is not happening. That game is dog shit. And then Minecraft has no sequels. Thank fucking Christ about that. And then KOTOR... We're going to do... KOTOR I always cite as my favorite game of all time, so I'm actually interested to see if it holds up. I bought an original Xbox in, like, the Xbox One era of gaming just so I could play KOTOR. And now it's just on Steam, and now I just have it on Steam. But so we'll be playing it on Steam and not original Xbox. So yeah, that's the original favorite search. It's very wrong. Theoretically, this is more accurate. Especially because, like, I knew about Alpha Sapphire at the time and willfully kept it off the list, and that's part of, like, what was wrong. But some of these games I haven't played since then. Like, Alpha Protocol is definitely a solid one. I'd like to play... When we get consoles, I forgot this. I would like to get The Darkness back. Like I want to replay The Darkness on stream. That's another one we're going to do, along with, like, Infinite on Discovery and stuff.
There's one commonality between all of these things. Your obsession with anime has created all of this, and it's up to the Illuminati to destroy it. Look at the top Super Chat channels on YouTube, Snake. They're all virtual YouTubers. Anime which must be cleansed from this earth if we are to know peace. And
no, that's a wired servo, by the way.
I have my language virus. I will wipe all of those who speak Japanese off of the face of this earth, cleansing it in a holy fire, the filth of which you and
Hey, you two shut the fuck up back there. I'm trying to drive.
Untold evil will spring forth like a flowing waterfall if I do not silence their high voices and their whore streams for the rest of time. I hope you understand, Snake, what I must do and what you must watch.
Okay, mate, have you seen the original version of that scene? This is kind of an important question. Have you seen the original version of that scene? No. Okay, this might surprise you to hear, but compared to the original version, that video, Skullface's plan in that video made more sense than his actual plan in the game. His actual in-game plan was stupider than that. So this is why Phantom Pain isn't happening. And not only is his actual in-game plan stupider than that. Not only was his in-game plan stupider than that, but that video also had a better dialogue flow to it than the original, because in the original version, when Skullface is midway through his plan, he stops talking briefly, and then you sit there for 3 uninterrupted minutes of like Snake and Skullface staring at each other while a song plays in the background, and then when the song ends, right, and this is, I believe this is a non-diegetic song, right? I don't think the characters are hearing this. I think Skullface cut off his monologue, sat there for 3 minutes, and then resumed his monologue, and then continued telling his plan. And this whole cutscene lasts like 10 minutes. It is abysmal. It is genuinely, I think it might be the worst cutscene I've ever seen in a video game. Honestly, it's that bad. Like, it is terrible. Konami paid good money for that song. You're gonna listen to it. I've heard it compared to being like, compared to like the ladder scene in like Snake Eater, where it's like, oh, it's like the same thing as Snake Eater. You hear the game's theme song while you do some bullshit, but like there's a different level, like, because in Snake Eater you've just beat the end and you're climbing up the ladder, right? And one, you have to hold a direction while you're climbing up this ladder. So already there's a level of engagement that didn't exist inside of Phantom Pain, right? But also, two, you just beat the end and you're going into the final stretch. You're going into the Fury, you're going into Groznygrad, you're getting to the end of the game, right? Whereas in Phantom Pain, this motherfucker cuts off his monologue. He cuts off his monologue so the two characters can just stand there, right? And, like, in Snake Eater, when you're climbing up the mountain, Snake has to climb up the ladder, right? There is a reason for Snake to be doing this action for this prolonged period of time. In Phantom Pain, there is no reason for Skullface to just stop talking for this song to play, right? So it doesn't even make sense in universe, right? So random comment I saw on YouTube defending the fucking car scene in Phantom Pain. No, it is not on par with the latter scene in Snake Eater. You're fucking dumb. Hold up, Snake, this part goes hard. That would make the scene better. If he said that. The scene would be improved by that sentence. Oh, anyway, yeah, Phantom Pain ain't happening. Anyway, I would say realistically, this is closer to my actual top 10. But if we look at the original list, we got Mass Effect 2, God of War 3, No More Heroes 2, Alpha Protocol's a solid one, Catherine. I think the top 5 are going to be in the top 10 no matter what. But I could very easily see 6 to 10 getting bumped by games in the future. Like, 6 to 10 I don't think is locked in, but like 1 to 5, these are just here, right? These are just going to be in the top 10. There's nothing I see passing this. But yeah, we did this one, we did this one, we did this one. So we still have Oblivion, Revelations, did this one, did this one, did this one, Minecraft, and then KOTOR. So I think we've done half of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, there's 4 games left, right? And realistically, looking back, I don't see Oblivion making the cut. I know Minecraft isn't going to make the cut. Because this list was made before the 1.8 update, and I hate the 1.8 update. I hate it with a passion. It literally, my enjoyment of Minecraft was ruined by that update. So playing Minecraft 2023, with the fucking, maybe 2024 even, with the fucking, like, 1.18 update, or whatever we're on right now, it's not making top 10. Minecraft does not make top 10, no way. And KOTOR could do it. I think KOTOR could do it. I think Revelations has a chance. Oblivion, I'll say 50-50. Minecraft ain't making top 10. Minecraft ain't making top 10. I'll tell you that right now. Do I think any of these games could displace the top 5? Probably not, except for maybe KOTOR. KOTOR's the only one I could see cracking top 5. But yeah, so if we look at the queue, the next one is Assassin's Creed. And because, like I said, I wanted to play every main title in the series. So we have to do Assassin's Creed so we can do 2, Brotherhood, and then finally get onto Revelations. So it's all on here. And yeah. And so while we're fucking around, while we're having a little chat here, I'm going to make my predictions about games that I'm not sure are going to make the top 10, but these are games that I could see making top 10, right? So top 10 potential games: KOTOR, obviously, Saints Row the Third, Sunrider is a possibility. Oh, a new Sunrider just came out, by the way. Sunrider 4 came out, so we'll have to play that at some point. Sunrider's possible, although maybe not too conducive for stream. I might get banned for Sunrider. Sunrider might be the last game we do on Twitch, by the way. And I'm gonna go for it. Saints Row 4 is definitely possible. I really like that game. Akiba Strip is possible. Actually, there's a lot of solid games in the future. Now that we're done with viewer requests and I've started I've stopped fucking around, we're actually headed into basically a golden age of streaming right here. The only conceivable roadblock is Raito, which I'm hoping is good. You say that because you said you wanted to go to YouTube. No, I say that because I'm going to use the unpatched version of the game. Do what you will, Twitch. You make your choice, I'll make mine. Oh shit, like the old days. So yeah, Undead and Undressed is definitely possible. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be entering the golden age right here. Oh, you said you wanted to go to YouTube Super more ballsy. Yeah, there is definitely part of where the wind is coming under my sails. I actually don't think I'll get suspended. I don't think I'll get banned for playing Sunrider, because I think in order for me to get banned or suspended, someone would have to report me, which means someone has to watch me play Sunrider Mask of Arcadius, and I genuinely don't think that's going to happen. So I'm actually less worried about it than you think. A game series I do enjoy, but definitely wouldn't make the favorites list and is never going to be on here, is because it is by name banned on Twitch, is a game series called Honey Pop. And before that game was even released, it was banned on Twitch. Twitch was like, you cannot play Honey Pop. And the thing is, people played Honey Pop on Twitch the day of release, right? If you are a small-time streamer on Twitch, they're more likely to ban you permanently for an infraction, but they also have to know about it. And I don't think they will. Also, technically, Sunrider Mask of Arcadius is not a game I'm not allowed to play on Twitch. It is not a violation of the terms of service. Twitch does not care whether you are violating their terms of service or not. They genuinely do not give a shit, but I will say that I am not willfully violating the TOS, because the criteria for games that are banned on Twitch are games that have an AO rating, which Sunrider does not, or yeah, it's games that or that's primary focus would be sexual content. And Sunrider does not have its primary focus being sexual content. It contains sexual content. And in the terms of service, sexual content is explicitly allowed inside. This is why we're able to get away with games like Tormented Souls with the boobs and stuff. And why people can get away with God of War and shit, right? Is as long as you do not bring attention to the sexual content and you move past it at a steady pace, you are not violating TOS. So if the sex scene comes up in Sunrider Mask of Arcadius, we'll just read it, we'll be adults about it, and we'll move on. And we're not violating TOS. I might still get banned because Twitch bots don't actually care if you're violating TOS. They'll just ban you for anything. But I am not in willful disobedience for the TOS. I am complying fully. So maybe they should write their fucking rules better. If it's a problem that comes up, they should write the rules better, right? What's it show? Do we get to see Dick? I have no idea. I don't remember. I have never played with the uncensored patch before. I looked it up on YouTube once. I know you get to see Ava's tits. I know you get to see Ava's tits. I don't know if it's like a fully fleshed out sex scene though. There goes your chance to stream Kara no Shoujo. Kara no Shoujo has an AO rating because of the sex scenes, which have a purpose beat in the game. They serve literally no purpose. Yeah, so you can't play games that are explicitly by named banned, and you can't play games with an AO rating, or that's like focus is like pornographic. And Sunrider does not check any of those boxes. So I don't even think there is an explicit rule against using a non-censor patch. So I'm not violating any rules, so there's no reason I can't do Sunrider Mask of Arcadius. That said, so what I'm hearing when you stream Sunrider, if John comes in, ban him. Well, yeah, what I am saying is, when we get to the sex scene in Sunrider, we'll have to enforce chat rules. I might even go like subscriber only mode during that scene, just to completely block off anyone from saying anything. Yeah, I might do that. I might go subscribe because another thing is like chat also cannot be focusing on the sex scene is the thing. Like, you can't say anything and chat can't, because streamers are held responsible for the actions and comments of their chat. So I might go like subscriber only mode and just like during that scene, just I'll read through it out loud because that's what I have to do, but I'll just shut everyone the fuck up until we get past it. And then totally compliant. Explaining the fact that I don't have money. You might be able to get through anyway, but I'm exploiting the fact that no one has money, so... So anyway, yeah, look forward to Assassin's Creed. I've already installed it. It runs better than you think it does. Honestly. I like ran it on my system, and I was like shocked that it runs. It even like recognized my graphics card, which is pretty rare for old games. So fingers crossed as Assassin's Creed doesn't like break. But anyway, hopefully everyone had a good time. We're done. We're done with Mega Man. We finished it. We've concluded Mega Man. I've been Sacrabalic, your Envoy of Hope, and I will see you in Assassin's Creed at some point in time in the future. Free at last, indeed. All right, bye-bye.